As our Inauguration Week celebration continues, you should know that yesterday Donald Trump signed an executive order demanding that all of the classified documents regarding the assassination of President John F. Kennedy be released. Now, that doesn't mean that they have been released. It means that in 2 weeks, the National Security Agency is supposed to come up with a plan to then start releasing them. So we'll see how this goes. And while this is a fantastic gesture, I do have the sneaking suspicion that the released documents are all going to look like this. Here's Judge Andrew Napolitano revealing that he had a conversation with President Trump about these documents years ago and said this.
In my last conversation with President Trump in the White House, he called me a lot. And this is after January 6th, so it's 2 weeks before, or a week before he's leaving office. I said, you made a promise to the public many times and to me privately that you haven't kept. What? I'll take care of it right now. I said, you promised you would release the records of the JFK assassination. He said to me, Judge, if they showed you what they showed me, you wouldn't have released it either. And I said, who's they and what did they show you? And then he said, Judge, someday when we're on the phone, and then he raised his voice, and there aren't 15 people listening to the phone call, back to a normal voice, I'll tell you.
Oh, my God.
I mean, this makes it sound even worse. Who are they? Probably somebody in the intelligence community.
If they actually release all of the documents, which again is highly unlikely, it will probably just be a limited hangout. But if they did, they would just confirm what most people already know. But it would be good to actually have the government documents to admit what it was that really happened. And America is becoming great again thanks to numerous ICE raids that have been happening across the country, clearing out the criminal invaders.
This afternoon, NBC 10 saw multiple unmarked SUVs here, 5 people, some wearing vests that said police federal agents on the back, went inside one of the apartment buildings. 2 agents waited outside, 1 person taken into custody that we saw. Whether this is connected to President Trump's effort to root out illegal immigrants, something he has promised to do, is unknown. We also saw federal agents at a building on Lexington Street, also here in East Boston. A witness there told us she saw 1 person arrested. There's roughly 11 million undocumented people around the country. President Trump has said the priority is finding and deporting those with criminal backgrounds.
Absolutely. Like this guy.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
You probably couldn't understand that jive talk, but he said, F Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything he did for me, bro. I know this seems like a parody, but this actually happened, and that's what he really said. Meanwhile, CNN viewers are having a hard time adjusting to our new reality when they hear fantastic facts like these.
Deport all immigrants here illegally. I will note the ABC News poll asked about undocumented immigrants. So we have slightly different questions, but these were all taken within the last month. And there's real uniformity here. That's what I really think you see. You see real uniformity. Deport all immigrants who are here illegally. 55% of the New York Times. Marquette, 64%. CBS News, 57%. ABC News with a slightly different question, 56%.
Wait for it.
So what you're seeing essentially here is a very clear indication that a majority of Americans, in fact, when they're asked this blunt question, which I believe gets at the underlying feelings, do in fact want to deport all immigrants who are here illegally. There's no arguing with these different numbers because they're all essentially the same across 4 different pollsters.
That's right, and be sure to order your Sorry No Vacancy, Deport Them All shirt from my online store, markdice.com, or click the link in the description below. Many lunatics are continuing to melt down over Elon Musk doing a giving his heart away gesture during an inauguration celebration that accidentally resembled a scary gesture from a scary regime halfway around the world that existed almost 100 years ago. In response to Representative Mike Collins saying that the whack job bishop at that woke church giving the sermon where she started complaining about Donald Trump's policies should be added to the deportation list, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez posted, "What about the guy who did a Nazi salute behind the presidential seal?" And there's a new trend on TikTok where the twits are challenging people to make the same gesture if it's no big deal.
To everyone defending Elon and what he did, I want you to do it. Do it. Post yourself on here doing it. Do it when you guys greet each other in public. Come on, have it be your thing. Own the libs, right?
If it wasn't a schmatzy salute, do it.
My heart goes out to you. My heart, it goes out to you.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
My heart, it goes out to you.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Others are posting these pictures online in order to keep the liberal tears flowing. There's a snowman doing the salute, and an alien, and a dog. Here's the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, doing the "his heart goes out to you" gesture. I won't show the compilation of all the other Democrat politicians doing it. If you missed it, just go check my previous videos. And while the ADL initially defended Elon, now they're very upset with him because he has been making jokes about people freaking out over it. The ADL slams Elon Musk after billionaire makes a series of Nazi puns defending Trump rally salute. And this woke weather girl from a television station in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was promptly fired after she defamed Elon, calling him a Nazi on social media. So obviously management over there has had enough of these crazies, so she's gone. There still is a lot of work to do, but President Trump has only been the president again for really about 4 days now. This is a video that was just shot 2 days ago at a VA clinic in New Jersey. Can you imagine walking into the VA and seeing this? This isn't during Pride Month. This was shot 2 days ago. And since one of Donald Trump's executive orders is to fire all of the diversity, equity, and inclusion heads and shut down all of those departments, some people are trying to save their jobs by deceptively, secretly just changing their title. Like this woman over at the ATF, the Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, who, as you can see, was listed as the chief diversity officer, but then just quietly changed her bio to a senior executive.
One other note on this issue of them asking for call-outs for people within these agencies who may have information on federal employees who may have been disguising certain DEI initiatives. We should note CNN reported just last week that there were federal employees within these agencies working to quietly edit job descriptions and policy descriptions because they feared this very day would come, Wolf.
Run and hide all you want, clowns. We're still going to find you and get rid of you. The Department of Education has just shut down their DEI measures and suspended the staff. This email was sent out to all NASA employees. We are taking steps to close all agency DEIA offices and end all DEIA-related contracts in accordance with President Trump's executive orders titled Ending Radical and Wasteful Government DEI Programs. These programs divided Americans by race, wasted taxpayer dollars, and resulted in shameful discrimination. We are aware of efforts by some in the government to disguise these programs by using coded or imprecise language. If you are aware of a change in any contract description or personnel position description since November 5th, 2024, to obscure the connection between the contract and DIA or similar ideologies, please report all facts and circumstances to DIAtruth@opm.gov within 10 days. Sounds like a pretty good start to a pretty good week of what will hopefully be a pretty good 4 years. And by the way, this weekend, you can save 20% off of any of my shirts from markdice.com by using the promo code ULTRAMAGA at the checkout. The site has been nearly redesigned with a bunch of new products. So if you go to the top, you can click the drinkware section and you can see that there are a whole bunch of different mugs and pint glasses. There is a hoodies section. There is a long sleeve section. There is now even a women's section. A lot of you ladies have been asking for this, so finally it is here. all of the designs in women tees as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Enter the promo code ULTRAMAGA, one word, ULTRAMAGA at the checkout to save 20% off this weekend. Celebrate Inauguration Week. And check them out